Hello, Adam Oaks here, and this is your Play of the Week. The Play of the Week this week, I actually want to talk about two different things that were coming to the roadmap this week that I thought were super interesting and potentially helpful for our customers who have compliance needs. Now, one of them is going to be relevant for customers in GCC High, which is all of our defense industrial based customers, everyone working towards CMMC, as well as HIPAA and some of the more stringent compliant requirements. They actually announced something that I'm pretty excited for our GCC High customers. There's actually a feature right now called Intelligent Meeting Recap. This is something that I use heavily in my work here at Planet, and many of our colleagues do as well. Essentially, after you've recorded a meeting, you can go through and get an intelligent recap of the meeting. The intelligent recap uses AI and provides a quick summary of your meeting, highlighting key discussion points, identifying follow up actions, and offering quick access to significantly points such as name mentions, when a screen was shared, individual speaker markers, topics, and chapters. This is actually super cool when you see it work in real time. Part of it using AI does stuff like if I were to say, "Hey Dave, I have a question for you," it would not only at mention the Dave or David that was invited to the meeting, so he knew where to go through in the meeting to find it, but it would then identify Dave's voice as the speaker of Dave, and then anytime that person is speaking in the meeting again, identify that David was speaking. It makes going back and finding out what happened in the meeting great. And honestly, the recap's probably 85, 90% there. If you go in and get the intelligent meeting recap, you can do 5 minutes of editing and have a really well put together high level overview of what you discussed in your meeting. It really saves a ton of time. So having this coming to GCC High soon is something I'm super excited about. It's set to be released in September of this year, so realistically next month, which is awesome. I then wanted to mention one more that I thought was super interesting for our compliance customers who are having two this week. It is Multi-Geo In-Region Routing. So this is actually for commercial, but what it is Multi-Geo In-Region Routing enables customers with regional data compliance requirements to control the routing of inbound mail, so the mail enters Exchange Online and the geo region hosting a specific user, and the mail is fully processed and stored in that user's region, even if that user is in a different geo region than the user's tenant. So what this actually means is, let's say you're going through in your company and you're international, and you have some users that are in Europe and you have some users in the US. And there's local laws that say that people in Europe need to be housed in European data centers. Well, previously this maybe meant that you had to have two different tenants inside of Office 365. What this now actually means is you can meet that data residency requirement by simply going through and accessing this new feature. It's not set to be released till January of next year, but this is going to provide a lot of flexibility for customers to go through and decide what they want to do and how they want to handle it. And if you have some compliance requirement that maybe isn't as stringent as a CMMC or a HIPAA, this maybe makes it so you can actually explore commercial instead of going all the way to GCC High. If all you're really having to go through and do is meet data residency requirements, this is going to make commercial a viable option. And honestly, if you can work in commercial over GCC High, you get access to tools and things quicker, you have less restrictions and more freedom of movement. It'd be a really, really good thing. So both of these are super cool for our customers in government, our customers that have compliance needs. I thought it was worth talking about both of them today. This has been your Play of the Week. Join us next week for another play, and thank you so much.